धीमहि यो यो नमः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नमः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति।
राम हरे राम हरे राम अयोध्यवासी राम दशरथ
जीवन प्रभाते मर मेरा साथे बोलो जय राम कृष्ण रे। जीवन प्रभाते मर मेरा साथे बोलो जय राम कृष्ण रे। बोलो राम कृष्ण जपो राम कृष्ण बोलो राम कृष्ण जपो राम कृष्ण भज मन राम कृष्ण रे। भज मन राम कृष्ण रे। जीवन प्रभाते मर मेरा साथे बोलो जय राम कृष्ण रे। जीवन प्रभाते मर मेरा साथे बोलो जय राम कृष्ण रे। राम कृष्ण नाम बोले मन वीराम। राम कृष्ण नाम बोले मन वीराम। शीतल होवे सब ज्वाल रे। शीतल होवे सब ज्वाल रे। जीवन प्रभाते मर मेरा साथे बोलो जय राम कृष्ण रे। जीवन प्रभाते मर मेरा साथे बोलो जय राम कृष्ण रे। राम कृष्ण जय बोले मनिराशय। राम कृष्ण जय बोले मनिराशय। शांत होवे मन प्राण रे। शांत होवे मन प्राण रे। जीवन प्रभाते मर मेरा साथे बोलो जय राम कृष्ण रे। जीवन प्रभाते मर मेरा साथे बोलो जय राम कृष्ण रे। बोलो राम कृष्ण जपो राम कृष्ण बोलो राम कृष्ण जपो राम कृष्ण भज मन राम कृष्ण रे। भज मन राम कृष्ण रे। जीवन प्रभाते मर मेरा साथे बोलो जय राम कृष्ण रे। जीवन प्रभाते मर मेरा साथे बोलो जय राम कृष्ण रे। 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 ओम श्री राम कृष्ण भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय। श्री सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। ओम श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय पद चल जाता, अब प्रभु कृपा करो ही भांति, सबद की भजन करो दिन राति। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। मंगल मूर्ति मारुति नंदन, सकल अमंगल मूल निकंदन। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। सिया राम में सब जग जानी, करहु प्रणाम जोरि जुग पानी। उमा कहो मैं अनुभव अपना, सत हरि भजन जगत सब सपना। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। दशरथ राज दुलारे राम, हम सब के रखवारे राम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, 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 श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। ओम श्री राम कृष्ण भगवान की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय, श्री सियावर रामचंद्र की जय।
ॐ ऐं ह्रीं सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपिण्यै श्री शारदा देव्यै नमः. Revered Mataji, respected elders and loving children, Om Namo Narayanaya. Control of the mind and senses can be attained through many spiritual practices, namely constant japa, meditation, and service to God. Loss in control of our mind and senses hinders our journey to God realization. It is therefore imperative that we always repeat God's name whenever we get the opportunity. In the Ramayana, there are incidents which clearly depict the rewards related to the control of the mind and senses and the losses due to failure of mind control. Manthara was the caregiver to Queen Kaikeyi. Her influence over Queen Kaikeyi's life was strong. Manthara was displeased at the announcement of Lord Ram's coronation. She wanted Bharat to be crowned Prince of Ayodhya. She therefore persuaded Queen Kaikeyi to ask King Dasarath for the 2 boons which he had promised to give her. She thus asked for Bharat to be crowned king instead of Sri Ram, and that Sri Ram be banished to the forest for 14 years. Manthara's love for Queen Kaikeyi blinded her. She falsely believed that Queen Kaushalya and Sri Ram would treat Kaikeyi as a slave and not respect her. King Dasarath was shocked to hear Queen Kaikeyi's demands. He had no alternative but to keep to his promise. This request, however, brought great devastation to the entire Raghu family, as King Dasarath passed away after Lord Ram's departure from the kingdom. Her son Bharat was utterly distraught at the news of his beloved Ram's banishment. His anguish at his mother's actions caused great strain on his relationship with his mother. After meeting Sri Ram in the forest, Bharat finally agreed to rule the kingdom until Lord Ram returned from exile. Manthara's inability to control her feelings of jealousy and anger resulted in much grief and anguish, not only to Queen Kaikeyi, but also to the whole family and the people of Ayodhya. Had Manthara and Queen Kaikeyi exercised control over their mind and senses, the outcome of their actions would have been less harmful. On the other hand, we see that Lord Ram had complete mastery over his mind and senses. He agreed to obey his parents without any hesitation. He was also happy that Bharat would rule the kingdom in place of him. He expressed total calmness and tranquility and immediately prepared to leave the palace with Latchman and Mother Sita on that same day. Lord Ram was neither angered at having to live in the forest, nor disappointed that he would not be king. We learn that when we have to take decisions, we too must be calm and focused so that we can think clearly and not be moved by our emotions. Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, brooding on sense objects, man develops attachment to them. From attachment arises desire, and from desire anger arises. Vices like jealousy and anger cause much harm and devastation, not only to those around us, but to ourselves as well. By practicing japa and meditation daily, we win the grace of God who saves us from difficult situations and prevents us from being negative. The mind is the only instrument that enables us to know God, so we have to be careful with our thoughts. Ravana was the king of Lankā. Instigated by his sister Surpanaka, he desired to take Mother Sita away. He asked his uncle Marich to assist him in kidnapping Sita. Although Marich warned Ravana that it was totally adharmic to do so, Ravana did not listen. Marich turned himself into a beautiful golden deer and strutted near Sita's college. The deer immediately drew the attention of Sita, who asked Ram to bring it for her. Latchman warned Mother Sita of the dangers of rushing after the deer. However, Mother Sita was adamant in obtaining the deer. Lord Ram wished to please Mother Sita and chased after the deer. After some time, Mother Sita and Latchman heard a loud scream that sounded like Lord Ram. Alarmed, Mother Sita requested Latchman to help Ram. Latchman, however, knew for sure that Lord Ram could never be in danger. But since Mother Sita insisted, Latchman had to go in search of Lord Ram, as she feared for Lord Ram's safety. Before Latchman left, he drew a circle around the cottage and instructed Mother Sita not to go beyond the boundaries of that circle, as this circle was her protection. As soon as Latchman left, Ravana, disguised as a sage, appeared outside the hut. He stood outside the circle of protection and asked for alms. Although warned, Mother Sita went outside the circle to offer the sage alms, as she did not want to anger him. As soon as Mother Sita stepped out, the sage assumed his original form, that of Ravana. He grabbed Mother Sita's hand and exclaimed, "I am Ravana, the king of Lankā. Come with me and be my queen." Mother Sita was in total shock and utter disbelief. After much struggle, Ravana took her to Lankā. When Lord Ram and Latchman returned to the cottage, they found Mother Sita missing. Grief-stricken, the brothers searched everywhere, but could not find her. They came across Jatayu, the king of eagles, who was badly wounded. He explained to them that as he tried to save Mother Sita, Ravana attacked him. Soon thereafter, Jatayu passed away. Lord Ram and Latchman continued their search for Mother Sita. Lord Ram, although concerned about the safety of Mother Sita, fearlessly faced the many obstacles and challenges hurled at him. His composed state of mind and calm conduct allowed them to find Mother Sita and destroy Ravana. Lord Ram's desire to save Mother Sita was based purely on the love and devotion he had for her. Lord Ram teaches us that even when faced with trouble, repetition of God's name will enable us to overcome the challenges. Mother Sita's actions had caused her great pain and separation from her husband. In this incident, Mother Sita teaches us not to chase after worldly treasures and pleasures, for these are temporary and can never give eternal peace. However, Mother Sita played a major role in helping to destroy King Ravana, for this was one of the main reasons for the birth of Sri Ram. Although Ravana succeeded in abducting Mother Sita, he was never able to make Mother Sita his queen. Ravana's vices like pride, lust and greed caused him and his entire kingdom to be destroyed. Sri Ramakrishna says, "Just as a lamp cannot burn without oil, so too man cannot live without God. In order to live happily and productively, we must repeat God's name every morning and every evening." Festivals like Sri Ram Naumi give us a wonderful opportunity to reflect on our lives and ensure that we are trying to lead prayerful lives. To overcome negative desires and be as noble and calm as Lord Ram, we should practice regular worship to God, keep holy company, and repeat God's name. May Lord Ram and Mother Sita always guide our path to God realization. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Nanya Spriha Raghupate Hridaye Asmadiye Satyam Padami Cha Bhavan Akhilantaratma Bhaktim Prayaksha Raghupungava Nidharame Tamajidoshaраhitam Gurumanasam Cha. Om Shri Sita Latchmana Bharata Shatrugna Hanuman Sameta Shri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namah.
Rāmāyudha ankita grha sobhā barani nava tulasika brnda taha dekhi harasa kapirāi. Shri Syavar Ramachandra ki jai. Deen Dayal, Deen Dayal, Deen Dayal, Hari Deen Dayal, Deen Dayal, Deen Dayal, Deen Dayal, Hari Deen Dayal. Lankā nisicara nikara nivasa iha kaha sarjan karvasa. Mana mahutaraka karai kapirāi tehi sanayati bhishanu jaga. Ram Ram सुमिरन कीन्हा, हृदय हर्ष कपि सज्जन चीन्हा। एहि सनहति करि हो पहिचानी, साधु ते होई न कारज हानि। दीन दयाल दीन दयाल दीन दयाल हरि दीन दयाल। विप्र रूप धरि वचन सुनाए, सुनत विभीषण उचित आए। करि प्रणाम पूछी कुशलाए, विप्र कहु निज कथा बुझाए। कि तुम हरिदास नमः कोई, मोरे हृदय प्रीति अति होई। कि तुम राम दीन अनुरागी, आयहु मोहि करन बड़ भागी। दीन दयाल दीन दयाल दीन दयाल हरि दीन दयाल। दीन दयाल दीन दयाल दीन दयाल हरि दीन दयाल। दीन दयाल दीन दयाल दीन दयाल हरि दीन दयाल। तब हनुमंत कही सब, राम कथा निज नाम। सुनत जुगल तन पुलकमना, मगन सुमिरि गुण ग्राम। श्री सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। सुनहु पवन सुत रहनि हमारी, जिमि दसन हिमहु जीव बिचारी। तात कबहु मोहि जानि अनाथ, करिहहि कृपा भानुकुल नाथा। तामस तनु कछु साधन नाही, प्रीति न पद सरोज मन माही। अब मोहि भाव हनुमंता, बिनु हरि कृपा मिलहि नहीं संता। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। जो रघुवीर अनुग्रह कीन्हा, तो तुम मोहि दसहु हति दीन्हा। सुनहु विभीषण प्रभु मेरी, करहि सदा सेवक पर प्रीति। कहु कवन में परम कुलीना, कपि चंचल सबहि विधिहीना। त्राट लेहि जो नाम हमारा, तेहि दिन न मिले आहारा। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
असमे अधम सखा सुनो, मोहु पर
रघुवीर। कीन्हि कृपा सुमिरि गुणा, हरे बिलोचन नीर। श्री सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। श्री राम राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री 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 राम जय राम जय जय राम जानत हूँ अस स्वामी विसारी विरहिते काले न हो बुखारी यही विधि कहत राम गुण रामा पावा वाच्य विश्रामा श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम पुण्य सब कथा विभीषण कही जहि विधि जनक सुता रही तब हनुमंत कहा सुनो भ्राता देखी जानकी माता श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम रघुपति विभीषण सकल सुनाई चले पवन सुत बिना कराई करी रूप गयो पुनित हवा बन अशोक सीता रह जहवा श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम देखी मन हिम तीन प्रणाम बैठे जात निसिजामा कृषतनु शीस जटा एक बेनी जपति हृदय रघुपति गुण श्रेणी श्री राम जय जय राम 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 निज
पद नयन दिए मन राम पद कमल लीन परम दुखी भा पवन सुत देखि जानकी दीन श्री सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय श्री अम्बे मात की
ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संगत भक्त जनों के संगत क्षण में दूर करे ॐ जय जगदीश हरे ध्यावे फल पावे दुख विनशे मन का स्वामी दुख विनशे मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ॐ जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण गहूँ किसकी स्वामी शरण गहूँ किसकी तुम बिना और न दूजा तुम बिना और न दूजा आस करो जिसकी ॐ जय जगदीश हरे तुम अनन्तर्यामी स्वामी तुम अनन्तर्यामी पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता स्वामी तुम पालन करता मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी कृपा करो भरता ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम हो एक अगोचर सबके प्राणपति स्वामी सबके प्राणपति इस विधि मिलो दया में इस विधि मिलो दया में तुमको मैं कुमति ओम जय जगदीश हरे दीन बंधु दुख हरता तुम रक्षक मेरे स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ शरण पड़ा तेरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा स्वामी पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवन् भवानी सहितं नमामि भवन् भवानी सहितं नमामि मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्ष मङ्गलाय तनोहरि सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते नारायणी
पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय। श्री सियावर रामचंद्र की जय।
Om Namo Narayanaya, dear sisters and brothers. Prayer is the most powerful means to help us transform our vices into virtues. Prayer helps to calm the restless mind and gives us peace. Sri Sarada Devi says, the easiest and best way of solving the problems of life is to repeat the name of God silently. Mother also says, one who makes a habit of prayer will easily overcome all difficulties and remain calm and unruffled in the midst of the trials of life. May Sri Ram shower his choicest blessings upon us as we derive great joy in chanting his name. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु, सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु, सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम तत्सत्। जय श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। महामाई की जय। स्वामी जी महाराज की जय। गंगा मात की जय। महावीर स्वामी जी की जय। सर्व ऋषि मुनियों की जय। पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव की जय। श्री सियावर